You got guys like Skip that just talk so crazy.
I've gone back and forth lately with Micah, and from my heart, I want to love Micah Parsons. I'm trying.
Welcome to another episode. To our regular viewers, thank you for the support. We really appreciate. To our new viewers, don't forget to like and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So come on guys, let's like the video. So Fox Sports personality Skip Bayless was once again the subject of discussion from Dallas Cowboys star Micah Parsons. He did it on his show The Edge with Micah Parsons. The three-time Pro Bowler said Skip Bayless is among the personalities who talk so crazy, and told the long-time media personality directly that I never once asked you to hype me up. Bayless has never been shy about criticizing the Cowboys. At this point, he has thrown thousands of dollars worth of Dallas gear in the trash can out of frustration. So what happened is, after Dallas Cowboys lost 42-32 to the Green Bay Packers in the NFC divisional round, Skip Bayless spoke negatively about Micah Parsons and said the elite edge rusher is just not that dude. Micah Parsons just recently responded, then Skip Bayless reacted to his response. So that we're all on the same page, let's listen to both Micah Parsons and Skip Bayless.
You got guys like Skip that just talk so crazy out on the media just because they can. Skip, I've never once asked you to hype me up or do anything like that. You did that because you saw what I was doing on the field. Like, I've never want you to jump on my coattail, or you're the one that wanted me on your show to come speak on your show. And I wanted to do my own route because of your bad ties and who you are. I did not want to be partnered with you. And that's just point blank simple. So you could drive whatever narrative or whatever you want to be, but a person who's been all pro for 3 years, and however you want to put it, I guess I am not that guy, and I got to do more to be a guy. Whatever narrative that drives your boat, whatever you want to fit.
I'm trying hard to love him because he is a gifted young man.
Yes.
And there are stretches over these 3 years when I have been literally in awe of how he can impact and terrorize an opponent, because he can wreck a game. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes, but I haven't seen it consistently down the stretch of the last 2 seasons, because he probably doesn't have quite his man body yet, and he does get beaten up and worn down. He's still 245-ish pounds instead of 265. And for whatever reason, his sacks and his impacts start to fall off down the stretch. So here's the problem. Against Green Bay, just statistically, he had his worst pass rushing game of his career. I'm just talking about raw numbers. And that's all I have to go on. My eye test told me he did get 2 early holding calls, and that's big credit to him because he was getting none, but he did force those things to happen. But obviously they were down 27-0 before halftime, and you and I are just like drowning in it, and we don't even like to talk about it because it was.
I'm still not well.
It was beyond incomprehensible that the Dallas Cowboys could lay that big of a playoff egg at home with the 2 seed against the 7 seed, with potentially back-to-back playoff games, the second one against the Detroit Lions, who we by hook or crook had beaten before, and we surely could have beaten them again to get back to our first NFC Championship game in these 28 years. And that happened. And after that game, Micah Parsons ducked. He did not speak to the media. You and I both talked about going into this season, this was a crucial coming out season where he would take the team over on and off the field, where he would become the leader of the team because he's the best player on the team. And he ducks the media after the game. And I did not love that. So he waits a week and then he speaks on his podcast, which obviously is unchallenged. So you're not talking to the reporter, so nobody can cross-examine a quote like this where you say, we got to get the players that we're missing because we didn't do that this year. And we sit here and say, what exactly did you mean? Are you talking about the trade deadline or before the year? Well, here's the hypocritical 2020 hindsight of that. Going into that Green Bay game, you flipped around and you said, I think they're going to the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, they beat, I don't know what they did something. And
they beat Washington at
they looked good at something, and they got the 2 seed.
Okay, but you said, you know what? I'm going to flip my script, and I'm going to go. They're going to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You picked them to go to the Super Bowl before the season. I picked before the season. We're hanging in there. We got our pom-poms out before that game. Did any of the 3 of us think this was a deeply flawed football team? Because I'll be the first to say I did not. I'm talking about deep flawed. I didn't see deep flaws. I thought they were pretty good, maybe very good. If they could play up to their potential.
Yeah, they had flaws.
But you didn't say that. You said they're going to.
One of the flaws is they didn't have a big back, a powerful back.
All right.
That was
but we had seen little bursts from Tony Pollard, who had a breakout year the year before, but he could not come back from what is a career-threatening
defensively, you kept trying to sell me on what's the nose tackle's name? Was it Mosey Smith? You kept trying to tell me he could plug the middle.
First round pick.
He could plug the middle. He could plug the middle.
Out of Michigan.
They gashed y'all all year long in the run game. And Aaron Jones came back off an injury.
He did.
And had a field day.
Okay. All right. I got it. But now you're looking back because you got 20/20 hindsight. But going into that game, you picked Dallas to win that game. We all picked Dallas.
Absolutely picked Dallas.
All right. Just for the record. So if you're the team leader, I need you to own the fact you did not play up to your potential in that game, and I don't need to hear this publicly. If you want to say it privately to Jerry or to Mike McCarthy, whoever you want to tell you know, inside, keep it to yourself. But I don't know what good it does to put that out in public, except it sounds like you're making an excuse.